Hey sweets, and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? It is finally time to rank All Stars 5, and sadly that means we're getting very close to the end of the series. For now, there will be more to come, obviously. But before we get started, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who's been here on this series, whether you've been here from the beginning or if you've just joined us here. Thank you for being here and welcome to the community. I'm just going to keep it brief because I realised in the last video I spent like 2 minutes talking to you in the beginning before actually getting into the video. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
In 8th place, we have episode 7, Stand Up Smackdown, which is Miss Cracker versus Kennedy Davenport to Fancy by Reba McEntire. I hope I pronounced that right. Where Miss Cracker wins and eliminates Blair St. Clair. First of all, I want to know why they saved Kennedy for this lip sync. Like, she is a killer lip sync assassin, but they gave her a song with a lot of words and a song that she can't dance to, which is like the polar opposite of Kennedy. She's not good with words, but fantastic with dancing. It's such an odd song choice. Like, it's so restricting of what the queens can do, so it just leads to a boring and lackluster performance. Kennedy doesn't know the words properly, and all she does is like twirl her big coat, and Cracker tries to do what she can. It's just not good. I really don't blame the girls for it though. Like, they try as best they can, but it's just such a weird song. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do agree that Cracker won though. I think she just tried a little harder. And the best part for me is where Cracker showed some emotion, like right towards the end of the song. But I will say though, I feel like Blair had the tightest lip sync in this performance. In 7th place, we have episode 4, She MZ, which is Miss Cracker versus Morgan McMichaels to Where Have You Been by Rihanna, where both queens win and both queens eliminate Mayhem Miller. Second to last place, and this was the double win. I feel like Morgan is an insane lip sync assassin, but this doesn't come close to like her Two of Hearts performance at all. She uses comedy, which works for sure, but for a dance track, there's a distinct lack of dance from both the girls, actually. Cracker tries, but she doesn't do anything that really stands out. It's not bad, but it's definitely not a double win. In fact, I think Morgan won, but it didn't really matter because they both had Mayhem's lipstick, and it would have been the gag if Morgan had won by herself and then sent her sister home. I don't know why they chose for this one to be the double win. I mean, we all know Ru makes some choices sometimes, but oh well. It's certainly not the best lip sync. It's just meh. But the best part for me is where Morgan is searching for Cracker's pickle. In 6th place, we have episode 5, Snatch Game of Love, which is Shea Coulee versus Vanessa Vanjie Mateo to Open Your Heart by Madonna, where Shea Coulee wins and eliminates India Ferrer. My first thought about this lip sync is that I like how both queens took different approaches to the song. Like, Vanjie is a dancer, so you can expect a very upbeat and movement-based performance, which is what she did. And Shea takes a kind of like emotive, romantic, falling in love kind of route, and both work fantastically well. We get some classic Vanjie moves like death drops, and Shea really emotes with her face and feels her like dirty dancing teenage romance fantasy. Shea definitely deserved the win here, and it was great to see Vanjie back, and her interaction with Alexis was just so tear-jerking. It's a good lip sync and a great episode, and the best part for me is this specific interaction between the queens that like makes me laugh, to be honest. In 5th place, we have episode 3, Get a Room, which is Jujubee versus Monet X Change to Juice by Lizzo, where Monet wins and eliminates Mariah. This one is fairly high, mostly for storyline reasons. Not only was this the first time Jujubee has won a challenge, but it's also the first time she'd lost a lip sync. I feel like if Juju had gone against anyone other than Monet, she could maybe have won, but wow, Monet was feeling her Lizzo fantasy here. She's really feeling the fantasy, serving dance, face, body, and comedy. I totally agree that Monet won this lip sync, but it's no doubt that Juju turned it out as well. It's kind of middle of the road. It's not a bad performance. It's just kind of sort of forgettable. But the best part for me is this part where Monet is really serving us dance moves. In fourth place, we have episode 2, I'm in Love, which is Shea Coulee versus Alyssa Edwards to Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters, where Shea Coulee wins and eliminates Ongina. So this is a good lip sync, but I was just underwhelmed by how little Alyssa did in the performance. I felt like production may have asked Alyssa to give Shea the win because it would have been too close to call or something. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it felt not Alyssa. Anyway, Shea is very high energy and feels the vibe of the song, like she's absolutely killing every single moment of it. I'm just disappointed in how Alyssa did very little. This is why I placed it in fourth. I mean, Shea's performance is kind of overlooked by Alyssa's lack of dancing. It may just be me, I don't know, let me know, but I just kind of felt disappointed. But the best part for me is this moment where Shea is really feeling the vibe of the song, the upbeat energy. She's just killing it. In third place, we have episode 6, The Charles Family Backyard Ball, which is Miz Cracker versus Roxy Andrews to One Last Time by Ariana Grande, where Roxy Andrews wins and eliminates Alexis Mateo. It's so good seeing Roxy here, and despite only being on screen for about 5 minutes, she made a hell of a statement. Literally. She looks stunning in all red, slowly tearing away reveal after reveal, making sure all eyes were on her. Like, she dominates the stage whenever she's on it. I feel like this is the best of Cracker's lip syncs in this season. Like, if you go back and watch it, she actually does really well, but sadly it's just no match for the powerhouse that is Roxy Andrews. It was a really good lip sync, but I was very sad to see Alexis go. I mean, it was really tight by this point, and to send anyone home, it would have been upsetting. But the best part of the lip sync is Roxy's last tearaway, revealing the thick and juicy on her little thong.
Bitch, you better shake that, Roxy, yeah!
In second place, we have episode 8, Clap Back, which is Jujubee versus Miz Cracker versus Shea Coulee to Make Me Feel by Janelle Monáe, where Shea Coulee is pronounced the winner. What a powerful top 3. These are the exact 3 I predicted from the beginning, and they turned it out all season long. Jujubee's really feeling her oats in this lip sync, which matches the song itself. Cracker is using comedy as she usually does, and I love Shea's approach to it too, just posing and like not running around, just keeping the focus on herself. For me, this was between Shea and Juju. As much as I love Cracker, her outfit wasn't a standout, and she didn't really do all that much. I mean, maybe she did, but the camera certainly wasn't on her that much. Speaking of outfits, I love that Shea's outfit is almost the same as Sasha's outfit, just in inverted colours. I love how supportive the other queens are too, who are watching, as they cheer on their sisters. And speaking of which, the best part for me is where Shea is centre stage and poses the house down boots, and one of the queens, I don't know who it is, but one of the queens sat at the side goes, "Oh, you better fuck it up, Shea." And that's how I felt the whole season long.
Now, as always, I'm just going to take this moment to say a quick thank you for watching my videos. It's great to see so many of you are enjoying it and getting engaged with the content. It is really making me happy. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, please consider going ahead and subscribing. It really, really helps me out. I also have the link to my Instagram and my Twitter in the description. If you want to go and check me out on there, go give me a little follow and come and say hello. I'd also like to draw your attention to my Patreon that is in the description. If you want to go and help me out on there, as you probably know by my subscriber count, I can't get any of that YouTube money at the moment, and I'm kind of struggling. I'm not making any money at the moment, and any sort of support would be fantastic to help me make even better videos for you guys. If you'd rather not join my Patreon, I also have a Cashapp and a PayPal if you'd like to tip me on there, because given what's going on in the world, I can't get out there and perform, and it kind of sucks. I wish I was out there performing. It runs through my veins, performing. I'm also considering getting into live streaming and Twitch streaming and that kind of thing at some point in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But by being here, you are showing your support as it is, and I cannot thank you guys enough for it. Now, enough for the mushy talk. Let's get into the #1 spot.
In first place, we have episode 1, All-Star Variety Extravaganza, which is India Ferrer versus Evie Oddly to Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin, where Evie Oddly wins and eliminates Derek Barry. Okay, so I might have a bias, but this is a stellar performance to kick off the season. Evie absolutely kills it and does all of her weird tricks and stunts and wig reveals and costume reveals and bends and dips and splits. She has everything. India gives it her all too, like feeling the vibe of the song and showing us what she can do and how much she's grown since season 3. There's also the storyline of Derek and India and the fact that Derek's in the bottom and India has a chance to send someone home. We all knew that India would choose Derek's lipstick, but it just depended on everyone else. And the fact that Evie won the lip sync, it kept that suspense going instead. It's so suspenseful. I was sat on the, literally on the edge of my seat, is Evie gonna send Derek? Well, Evie didn't send Derek home, the rest of the cast did, but you know what I mean. And also, Evie and Derek are friends as well, so it can't have been easy for her. The other queens are living for this performance, and the judges are having a fantastic time as well. It's such a great performance, and it really, really set the bar for the season. And the best part for me is where Evie lands in a split, and India does like a roll sliding across the floor and landing right next to Evie. It's like it was almost choreographed.
So that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it as much as I did and made it this far, go ahead and leave a like so I can see if you're enjoying my content, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please go out there and take care of yourselves. Remember to breathe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.